everyone, this is Kate, and as requested, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I do my home parties, what I bring with me to my home parties, and just a couple tips and tricks. Okay, first, before you do the party, I always like to put on a fresh set of jams. Some people like to wear 7-day or 14-day jams to show how great they last. Personally, I like having fresh, beautiful jams, and I always try to do at least one accent nail so that people can see more than one wrap on my hands. Another thing I like to do before is I send out these fabulous postcards to my hostess and have her address them and mail them out to her guests. I always take and put a little sticker here with my direct website so they can visit and browse before the party. Okay, so now that you're at the party, what do you need to bring with you? First and foremost, you're going to want to bring catalogs. I like to bring at least one catalog for every other person. Home office encourages us to have catalogs as kind of a pass around and return back to us during home parties. They don't like them to go home with people, but no matter what you do, people are going to want to take the catalogs home, so let them go. I always make sure that I have my my information on the back. There is a label in the workstation and the same one saved in the Dropbox where you can fill out all of your contact information. So do make sure that you fill it out just in case these catalogs do walk home with somebody. You're also going to want to bring order forms with you just in case you do not have access to the internet. These are available in your consultant kit, so make sure that you have lots of great order forms with you just in case. Then you're going to, of course, want to bring samples. I bring several sample sheets actually on the sheet so that people can quickly look and see what sample they want to try. I also bring several samples on my sample card, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So you're going to want to have lots of samples, at least one for every person. Bring a lot of samples just in case, you know, everyone wants to try pickled paisley. Just bring a bunch of them and maybe don't put them all out, but just have them accessible to you. Okay, and then you also want to bring a full set of jams. I do not sell inventory at parties. Of course you can, but I don't. But you do want people to be able to see what's on a full sheet. So bring a full sheet of jams. And so that's, along with my mini heater, that's all the official Jamberry things I bring with me. I do also bring my application kit that came in my consulting kit. This is great to have to, one, sell the application kit, and just kind of, it's cute and it's great to have. So bring your application kit. What I want to bring with you is your orange sticks. You can either bring the official Jamberry ones or you can get some off Amazon. So you want to do one orange stick per person, and then I throw them out for sanitary reasons. I would highly encourage, if not mandate, that you do throw these out because there's a lot of funky things on people's nails. So throw these out. And then a couple of Jamberry nail files. I don't use these, so I bring them to my parties. Okay, so that is everything I bring from me that's official Jamberry. As far as what I bring with me of my own and some of the things I've created, I also bring with me as many heating devices as I have. Blow dryers, mini space heaters. Depending on how many people I'm going to have in the party, I want to have as many of those I can get my hands on. So I do bring those. I also bring with me a couple rice bags, especially in case there's any children at the party. One, this gives you an extra way to show if someone has really curvy nails, maybe that helps with the application process. So bring some of these. Bring some baggies in case someone has curvy nails, they need a baggie trick. Don't pull those out unless you're seeing someone that's having some problems with applications. Just give the basic application for first. I also picked up these great little mini manicure sets at the dollar store. I knew after my first home party that I needed more scissors. It was kind of the one thing that everybody needed was scissors. And I looked at Sally's. I saw them online, but I didn't want to wait. And so I knew I needed a lot more scissors. And so I was able to get these at the dollar store. And they have clippers, which some people prefer to use, and nail scissors. And these are $1, and you get both of these. So I bought a ton of these. They make great hostess gifts, and they're great to have at parties. So get some of those. You're going to want to have, like I said, orange sticks. Nail files. Everyone needs nail files. I don't like to reuse these, so you can buy these just at the dollar store or at Walmart. You also can get a huge pack of the little skinny ones at the dollar store if you want to use those. Like I said, I don't use the Jamberry official ones, so you do have these that you can use. Okay, I also bring polish with me. You can encourage people to bring their own polishes. People always forget, so I bring my own polish. I do not bring Jamberry polishes because I don't have a huge stash of it, and I don't like to share my polishes. So I just have these little Ulta polishes I got for $2. I bring a whole bunch of these that coordinate with our accent nails, and so those are kind of fun to play with and have out. So that's everything I bring with me. I carry it all in a 31 bag, but you can carry it in whatever bag that you feel is comfortable with. All right, so let's talk about giveaways. So I play 3 games in my party. The first game I always start with is the What's in Your Purse game. This game is available in the Dropbox, and this serves 2 purposes. One, it gets people in their purse, which makes you know that if they have it in the car, they have to go out and get it, so they have their wallet on them. Little tip and trick. And I think it's just kind of like a little, just a fun little icebreaker while you're getting set up. So this is a fun game to play. I also bring these cute little coloring pages I made. It's just got a blank sheet of nails and then hands, so kids can create their own jams. It's just kind of fun, something I made. I also bring the Find It in the Catalog game. This is also in the Dropbox. This game is kind of played after we do the samples, and it gets people looking through the catalog, so that's a great game. Okay, now for the winner of the purse game, I give away these little emery boards that I got at the dollar store. I usually give away 2 for the top 2 people. I just send them out in the pack, but you probably could split them up. But it's $1. It's a great little giveaway. Okay, so I give out those for the Find It in the Catalog game and for the purse game. Now for the big game, which is the last game I do, it's just a little, kind of a little poem that we read. It's in the Dropbox. And what that does is it gives points out for arbitrary things, but the biggest thing it gives points out for is hosting a party. So if you host a party, you get to add 100 points. And the person that wins that gets this cute little, this is the main gift I give away. In it, I put a half sheet of nails. You also could put just an accent sheet, which is just either one of these sides. I put an instruction, which is just the back of my sample card. I give one of the little mini manicure sets and some cute little emery boards I got at the dollar store, all in a cup that I got at the $1 section at Target. That place is addicting, but the $1 place at Target. So great little gift to give away, and it didn't cost you much of anything. And people love those, and of course, you know, they want to win the half sheet of jams, which will do 1 manicure and 1 pedicure, and so you just say the person who wins the most points gets that. So here is how I lay out my parties. So I come in, I introduce myself, I kind of show my hands, I tell them a little bit about Jamberry, of course that they're non-toxic, vinyl, vegan, all the great things about Jamberry, how long they last, just a quick little overview, and then I pass out the What's in Your Purse game. Now while the What's in Your Purse game is out, I do a little bit of setup, I try to have some of it before, but here's a picture of my setup. This is just kind of what I bring with me. I got the little blue baskets in the dollar section at Target. 3 of those for $1. You can bring whatever you want. Of course, you see all the things I bring with me. What's not pictured is alcohol and nail polish remover. Of course, you know why we need those. So you also need to have those in your kit. After we do the What's in Your Catalog, What's in Your Purse game, we then sit down and do an application. I do show the official Jamberry video. I show it on my iPad. If you do not have internet access, you cannot, of course, cannot show it, but you can walk someone through the application. Now, since you have a fresh sheet of jams on, you can either have your Jamberry helper. If you have a helper with you, your spouse, that can do the application, you can just walk him or her through that. And of course, that is hilarious to see someone that would normally wear jams apply the wrap. If you're doing it solo, you could have your hostess do it. Just walk her through maybe before the party, and then just kind of walk them through it, you know, step 1, step 2, step 3. After you do the demonstration, I sit everybody down at like a dining room table. They're going to need something hard to work on, so a dining room table works really great. And then, of course, I just tell them to find a jam they like the most, match it up to their fingers, and then apply it. Remember that we're not allowed to apply jams ourselves to anyone in the party, so they have to apply it themselves. And then I let them paint their nails with the polish that I provided. After their nails dry, and kind of while they're doing their wraps, I talk to them, I get to know them a little bit, I find out their style, you know, if they're picking out some of these, you know, dark wraps, I kind of think about all the dark wraps we have in our head. If they're doing the bright ones, I think about that. And just so you kind of get to know their style, it helps you kind of when it's time to get them to buy. All right, so after their nails are dry, I do the Find It in the Catalog game. And I hand out a catalog to every other person, and I do it in teams. And I also hand out this little card that I made to everybody. And I tell them while they're looking through the catalog to write down their favorite jams on the back of this card. So when you're ready to order, we know what you want. Of course, I remind them, buy 3, get 1 free again. And of course, if they're not ready to order right then, they can take this card home with them that has their jams, and it has our website on it. So that's great. So after they play the catalog game, I ask anybody if they were ready to order. We can do the orders 2 different ways. The first way is to do the order forms. If you're not going to have access to internet, you can collect orders. If you have at least $150 orders, you do not pay shipping, but then the orders only ship to one person. I always have the order shipped to me so that I can separate them out, make sure everything is correct, and maybe a little business card, a little thank you, and make sure I have the application instructions or the link to the video that's on the pack, but I always like to throw it in there for me. So I do bring that. Some people also include a little orange stick and an alcohol wipe that they get very affordably in the little baggies for their guests. It's just kind of a cute little customer service thing. Totally up to you. If think the party's not going to go to $150 or somebody wants the order shipped directly to them, then you would need to do it in the workstation. You would click on orders, click on shop and then parties, and then you would input the order there and you would just have it shipped directly to them. A little thing you want to do before your party is if you go to the shop tab, there should be a little link that says tax rate. Make sure you know the tax rate for your area. So when you're doing these paper order forms, if you have to do them, you know how much tax to charge. Okay, so after you've gotten a couple orders, you can just sit and chat for a little bit and hang out and talk more about Jamberry. And the last thing I do is I read the little poem that of course encourages people to either join Jamberry, you can talk about joining Jamberry at that point, and also to host a party. Just a couple tips and tricks. First of all, be personable, be fun, love the product. That is like #1. And just have a good time. And that's all. That's all I have for you. Okay, thanks so much.